I decided we were going to do a beach reading today because I've been going through a lot of cleansing and I felt like we could all use some soothing and grounding ocean vibes today. So 6 piles, all about your spiritual gifts and abilities. Go ahead and pause the video if you need to take a moment to meditate on the cards and see which pile or piles you are drawn to. Aside from that, shout out to Kim for gifting me a couple of new decks that I can play with and share with you guys. So thank you for that. Aside from that, let's just hop right in and get started. This is pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, 4, 5, 6. So whenever you are ready, head on down to the timestamps in the comments down below, and I'll see you at your pile. All right, if you chose pile number 1, this one is for you. Let's see what we have for your cards. It's okay if you can't really see what the bottom says. I will be breaking it down for us. Let's do that. Okay. Fix that. I am definitely feeling here. Move this aside. You know what? I'm feeling here. I know this is supposed to get into your spiritual gifts and abilities, but to be quite honest, I feel like there's a bit of there's like a little lesson or like a little bit of work coming in here first. You're gonna have to get to know yourself to get to your abilities. You're gonna have to see this mirror. You're gonna have to like get into this reflection mode and really begin to get to know yourself and begin to dive deep and cut away all of these. I'm feeling parts of you that aren't really you, if that makes sense. Like I feel like there are people in this group that have either clung on to certain ideas of who they are, or maybe even been molded by people around them. And I feel like to get to your abilities, you're gonna have to get to the truth of who you are in order to leap forward with this lightness and this new, like, bright, new, creative version of you. Let's see. Yeah. Because it says getting to know each other, love yourself first. To get to know your abilities, you have to love yourself first. You have to realize and understand and begin to peel away. I'm really feeling a lot of like layers coming undone with people in this group. So it's like beginning to peel away layers and ideas, patterns, programming, whatever you want to call it, of who you think you are, and getting to the bottom of who you really are. Who you really are. Who are you at your essence? Who are you at your core? Now this says affirmation for healing the heart. You know what I'm truly feeling here for pile number 1 is that one of your spiritual gifts and abilities is self-healing. Self-healing 100%. And I feel like there's also a sense of like this level of self-awareness. That's a huge part of your gift. That is actually a massive part of your gift. Becoming self-aware, and you know, it makes sense. In order to get to this gift of self-healing, you have to go through the self-healing, right? Like you have to go through it first in order to understand how to do it. I really feel here like there's this energy of some people in this group that they just want the answer. They just want like some kind of external confirmation or validation. Like they just, like someone in this group just wants to be told, like, just tell me what my gift is, just tell me what my ability is. And honestly, I definitely feel like I'm hearing journey, and there's a journey that you need to go through in order to figure out what your abilities are. Like a part of this is figuring it out on your own. That's really a part of your journey, and you can't be a self-healer if you're being told by others like what to do, right? You have to go through that journey on yourself, or undergo it for yourself. Now what I really love is that we started off with this Ace of Mirrors, right? And I'm really getting drawn to this turtle right at the top over here. So this is really telling me like this isn't just it's not a one-time thing. Like this is your lifelong journey, you know, getting to know yourself, getting to the truth. I'm seeing people cutting through illusions here. Like the word illusion is popping into my mind. Cutting through the illusions of like what I said earlier, like who you think you are, or what others may think you are. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of getting to your soul here, getting to the core, and soul searching happening on who you are on a deeper level, like your authentic self, right? That's what we want in this group. Now, the Surgeoner, King of Mirrors. So we started with Ace of Mirrors, right? So this is a new journey for you of getting to know yourself on a deeper level, whether you've already started it or if you are going to start it after you see this reading. But it leads you to the King. And that is so significant because when you think about it, you've just started from an ace all the way to a king. So it's like you've gone through this massive journey, and now you get to this point where you know who you are on the inside. And you stand, it's like you're able to stand up for that. You're able to stand in your conviction, and you know your authentic self, and you become a leader through it, and you just gain so much power through the journey of understanding and being able to embrace this massive sense of self-awareness and consciousness. And yeah, I feel like part of it is becoming a leader, but I feel like that comes way later. I really feel like what the message here is saying right now is yeah, diving into seeing who you really are for yourself, and through that's where you find your light. So yeah, that was a quick reading for my pile number 1. Keep in mind, again, it is a general reading, so it's not going to get too deep into it. If you do want more details, you are always welcome to book a reading with me so we can dive way deeper. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, pile number 2, this reading is for you. Let's see what we have. Just a reminder, this is a general reading, so it's not going to be super detailed for your case, but if you do want to go deeper, we can always do a reading together. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, I feel my dreamers here. I feel my poets. I feel my spiritual... I'm getting a lot of Pisces type energy coming through here, of where you are like naturally tuned in to the other realms. You are on a different, kind of almost ethereal wavelength, I want to say. You're just more attuned to the subtle realms, and I feel it also has a lot to do with your connection to nature. Yeah, I feel some in this group are very tuned into when nature speaks to you, and like nature spirits, like butterflies, talking to trees. Like there's a lot here that I'm picking up, like very sensitive energy, very soft, sensitive energy. I love it. Now, that being said, keep an open mind and unrequited love over here. So there's this sense I'm getting here from those in this group is a desire to feel understood. Oh man, very, very typical of what sensitives go through, what us sensitives feel like. We want to feel understood. We want to feel like, I feel like a part of the message that's coming through here is you want others to see the world the way that you see it. And you see it in such a magical light. Like you see so many possibilities that seem like invisible to others, but you see it all, is really what I'm getting here. And I definitely feel like that is a huge ability for you, is like your third eye is way open. I really want to say that your third eye is way open. Like you are able to see possibilities and you are able to create and paint a picture where otherwise, like others might think it can't be painted. I'm getting a lot of artsy vibes here. Very, very artsy vibes. I'll get into that in a sec. I actually feel another card for you. What more do we need to know about our gifts and abilities? There we go. So we have 7 of Mirrors, 6 of Stones. Oh, goodness. Okay, let me see what I'm feeling here for you. What am I feeling here for you? This Seven of Mirrors. I'm being called to the Seven of Mirrors first. The other ones we're going to look at later. What I'm feeling here is a type of self-block. There's a type of self-blockage coming in here. And it has to do with, kind of similar like what we had in pile 1, mirrors. It has to do with reflecting, rather like taking a deeper look into your inner world. It has to do with taking a deeper look into your inner world, and I'm feeling quite a bit of emotional energy coming up here. I think that's part of this conflicted feeling that I'm getting, is that you want to be able to, I feel this desire to create a better world, and this desire to put your words and your art and your essence and your soul out there. And it's almost this emotional energy of like, I'm feeling it has to do with others. I'm feeling it has to do with the way others may perceive it or the way others may see it. But that's your talent, right? Like, that's your talent, is your emotional being and your emotional in-tuneness, I want to say. Like, you are just so in tune. You're so in tune. So this is what I'm getting here. This is really what I'm getting here. Is your sensitivity is a gift. It is a gift in itself. It is not a weakness. It is not. Yes, it makes you different. It makes you unique, and it is there. You have it for a very significant purpose, and it is for this purpose to, you know, like create and anchor more spiritual energy through this world, and anchor more of that divine ethereal energy into this world through whatever your craft is. If it's art, if it's like jewelry or music or writing, whatever it is, that's how you anchor it into this world. What I'm seeing here is working through this block. I feel like abundance energy coming in here. I know this is a gift and abilities reading, but you guys are getting like coin and growth showing in here. So this has a lot to do with the work of not necessarily like seeking external validation, but don't let others' opinions stop you from being who you are and from putting out your gifts and talents into the world. Because it's only going to keep like growing up and up and up the more that you put stuff out there. So this very last card we had, go with the flow. Go with the flow. I feel here it really is like, again, super watery, water sign energy. Go with it. Go with it. Embrace your emotional sensitivity. Like, embrace how deeply you feel the world. This is your path, and it's going to lead you places. It's going to lead you places. So just lean into it, you know, like grab your boat, throw your little paddle away, and just let it carry you wherever it needs to carry you. And I really want to say here, like, the people who are watching you or judging you or whatever you think they're doing, their opinions, they're like on either side, but you're just flowing through your path, right? Keep them separate, and you go with the flow. Go with the flow. Because it's going to lead you to where you want to be, and it's going to lead you to a much greater place where you're able to just shine and show your talents. Okay, that was my quick reading for group number 2. Let me know in the comments down below how that resonated, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, if you chose group number 3, this one is for you. It's just going to be a quick read. Let's get into it, see what we have. Don't worry about reading the writing. We will break it down. I'm feeling this one we can bring in a sec. Okay, fix the camera. So, wow. Okay. First of all, I'm getting work coming in here first. This is really interesting because, oh my gosh, it's so funny. Like the last 2 piles, I want to say, at least like pile 1, I'm really getting this like collective energy of people wanting answers, but you have to go through the work first in order to get the answer. So let's get started. Biggest energy that's coming through here right now is there's letting go. You gotta let go. You gotta free yourself. You gotta free yourself from something. We'll get into that one in a sec, but these 2 are coming in real hot. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life, and this says the time has come to clear your energy. Whew, yeah, there is some heavy energy here. Like, look at this girl. She's like, I can't. Oh my gosh, she is in despair. But she's got angel wings behind her. Take a look at that. She's got angel wings behind her. We have a unicorn here. We have, like, oh my gosh, like, there's a lot of spiritual energy coming through here. There's a lot of spiritual energy coming through here. Okay. So I'm just gonna go with where the energy's leading me first because it's not it's not exactly answering the spiritual gifts and abilities question just yet, but I feel it's important for group 3 to hear. Free yourself, release your ex, the lovers. I feel like you're carrying wounds. I feel like, oh my goodness, like there is some kind of pain or hurt here that I'm hearing the words have gone on for far too long. Have gone on for far too long. And this says, extend your lighthearted energy to others. You know what? That is... Okay, so this is what I'm getting. I'm seeing that individuals in group number 3 have a lot of light. You hold a lot of light. And right now, this is kind of... I don't want to say dimming it, but it's weighing that light down. You know, it's like, imagine if you were to splatter some mud onto a light bulb, right? Like, it would still shine, but not exactly, right? Like, it would kind of be like scattered light. It wouldn't be shining full on, full bright, right? Like, that's what I'm trying to say here. So there is this energy of needing to release because, and that's coming through first and foremost. Like I said, that's the biggest energy coming through here because right now, that's what's affecting you. That's what's affecting your life, and it's actually, it's affecting your abilities. I'm really getting that coming through here. I hate to say it, but, you know, and that's very subjective. Like, it's going to depend from person to person how it's affecting you, but the bottom line is it is. It is. Now, what I'm seeing here is, I feel like you know this, and I actually sense, wow, there is this pretty amazing spiritual energy here of you being so wise. And this is not, I don't feel like this, you're in distress about this. This is not distressing. I just feel like it's there and you are either going through it or need to take care of whatever this energy is for you. But you're so wise going through it. Like, you're so wise. I feel like you know your light, and I feel that you know what you need to do. Now I can look at this card. It says religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Specifically spiritual path. I mean, you could be religious if that resonates for you. But like I said earlier, there's some incredible spiritual energy here, and it's like your path. Your path is what's helping. It's kind of like you already have the wisdom to get through this. To get through this energy. Either write it out, draw it out, do something to channel it out. I definitely feel that. Don't sleep on it, okay? Don't take cat naps on it. I mean, like, resting is good in between whatever you're doing to cleanse or clear or release. But I really want to get into specifically like your gifts and abilities. So let's pull from this deck. Ooh, yeah, let's get into gifts and abilities. There we go. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Affirmation for growth. Woo. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is very, very, this is major. This is major. Okay, so you know what's funny is when I had the idea for this reading, I thought it was going to tell people like, oh, you're very clairvoyant, or like, oh, you know, like you can talk to animals. But it's giving me like all these major, like big picture vibes. And you know what? I feel like people really need that right now. So where is this going? Affirmation for growth. One of your most powerful abilities is to keep growing. Oh my gosh, like it's just, it sounds so funny, but growth. And I feel like you are able to grow through literally any like adversity. Like you keep growing, and your growth is, I feel like it comes through your spiritual practice. So whatever you are dedicated to, I feel like it's your growth that you're dedicated to. Really, like your practice brings this growth, and you know, knowing how to go through these difficult periods where you know you have to get through the heavy stuff, through the low waves. You're able to grow through it. And you know what? I feel a lot of nurturing here too, is because you're so powerful at growing yourself in your own life. You're also able to nurture others in the same way. I really feel that. So whether you are also a teacher, whether you want to be a teacher, or you know, coach others, I definitely feel like there's a lot of nurturing, mothering energy coming in here. I love that. Now, let's see here. We had this card earlier. Make a move. I had to switch my camera battery really quick. Anyways, let's keep going. Make a move. Yeah, make a move. I feel like that has to do with this this work coming in. Make a move. Start. It's kind of like start doing the work, but it's more like I actually feel it's saying more like energy, like move from this energy. Like start moving through and from this energy. So it's like move yourself through it, if that makes sense. Let me see if there's anything else coming for this pile. Anything else coming in? Or in terms of spiritual gifts and abilities, or like any other messages from Spirit. Here we go. Here we go. All right, Earth Magic. Awesome, look at that. Look at that, we have so much like nice, nurturing, earthy. Oh, you know what? Oh, okay, I see here. Oh, I totally see, okay. So make a move, she's standing in water, right? Your emotions, your emotional self. There's this releasing and this cleansing coming through here, right? So it's like you're walking through this emotional energy. And yet I feel at the same time, you either are or will be very grounded in the way you go about it. I feel a lot of balance. I feel a lot of patience coming in here. There's this such a balanced energy where it's like you're okay to like flow through the water and let go and, you know, release and just let the stuff out, right? And at the same time, you're very like sturdy with it. You're very grounded with it and balanced. And I feel like, you know, it's not overwhelming for you. Like we talked about earlier, I feel like you already kind of know how to move through it. So it's more so like, you know, keep growing through it. Keep growing through it. I feel the word blossom coming in here because of these little flowers and plants. So there's more blossoming coming through this little illuminative, if that's the word, illuminatory, because I keep looking at the moon. whatever is being illuminated with this work, it just has so much more growth coming through it, and I feel a lot of relief. Honestly, I feel there's like this sense of, wow, this really amazing sense of freedom coming from it. Like, yes. Whew. Wow. Yeah, I really want to finish this out by saying the energy I'm getting right now from all this is that it's kind of like when you finally go on vacation and you feel like you can relax. That's what's coming at the end of this. So yeah, it's all about bringing back your light from the weight. All right, I hope you enjoyed that group number 3. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, if you chose pile number 4, this group is for you. Let's see what we have. All right. Okay. Let's see. We have stay optimistic about your love life. You deserve love worth waiting for. And hibernation and regeneration. Okay. Don't worry about reading all this stuff. You'll see it as I bring it up to the camera. I'm trying to work with nature here, okay? I've never done a beach reading before, but I like it. I like this vibe. All right. Okay. Wow. Every single pile has been going through some kind of work. Oh my gosh, hang in there, you guys. Wow. Wow. Okay, so before we get into like your abilities specifically, we're gonna go through whatever it's telling me here. So we're gonna start off right here since this is the card that I wanted to lean out first. There's a lot of work coming in here in terms of your I want to say like subconscious, but you've been doing internal work. There's a lot of internal energy coming in here. I want to say like either fighting your shadows, fighting your demons, but not really fighting them. I think that they're coming out in a way. But no, there's something more specific here. Let me tune into this real quick. I feel like you are witnessing. You're witnessing these I'm feeling a significance with dreams here. But I want to say like that you're witnessing these shadows. You're witnessing this internal turmoil. This internal turmoil. Whew, can't talk. Mercury retrograde got my tongue tied. All right. Yeah, there's this turmoil. And I want to say that there's a lot of different ways that it's there's a lot of different facets to it. I feel like it's what am I trying to say here? It's kind of like there's so many different parts to it. You know, it's like there's just so many different things to this this conflicted turmoil type energy that's in your inner world, in your subconscious right now. Ooh, it's kind of heavy, it's kind of weighty. I've been feeling everyone go through that lately though, in all the groups so far. But I kind of want to get more into this before I look at the other cards though. Because I feel like you're flowing with it. I don't really feel a lot of resistance from this group. I kind of feel more so like not really too happy about. I mean, who's really happy to be going through all the low periods? But we gotta go through them, right? So I have air magic that came in here. Let's see. I feel transformation, to be honest. There's a transformation in here. Okay, I see here. Not really butterfly wings, but these are reminding me of like butterfly wings. There's something really spiritual about. There's a spiritual, energetic transformation that's going through like all this stuff that's coming up for you, right? So I'm wanting to tap into like, how does this play into your spiritual gifts and abilities? But it wants me to get through the work first. So, okay, that's what we'll do. Okay, let's dive into here. First of all, you deserve love. You are lovable. This, I feel, has a lot to do with these shadows coming out. These shadows coming out. Part of it plays into this doubt, kind of doubtful energy almost, or more like talking down to yourself energy of part of it is like the way that others perceive you, but more so like from your past wounds. Perhaps you think that you like aren't special. Maybe you think you're not lovable. Maybe you think, you know, all of these things about yourself that make you feel like you aren't deserving of certain people in your life, possibly. No, I'm getting it's like deeper than that. I'm getting it's more of like who you are on an authentic level. I feel it's more like acceptance of your true self and like being who you are. You know, it's like you are who you are, and you are who you were back then, whatever you went through. It's like you're looking back at yourself and you're seeing like all this stuff that you went through, right? And you're seeing like all these people, maybe conflicts or falling outs, or, you know, whatever it was for you. Make it apply however it's applying for you. And you're wondering, you know, is there anyone who's ever really going to understand me or like me for who I truly am, and for, you know, like all of my mistakes? And that's really what I'm getting here. And it's this energy, you know, that even the energy has really kind of like slowed down, which makes sense right here. It's like hibernation and regeneration. You know, right now you're in a very regenerative period. What's coming out here, I feel like it's transforming. These crystals are reminding me of like massive transformation. You know, like all of this that's happening, it's for your own transformation, and it's part of it is your worth, which is amazing because it says here worth waiting for, and it's like, oh, like things are worth waiting for, but it's like your worth also. It says divine timing is at work in your love life. Yeah, I feel this actually applies on a few different levels. Like for some, I feel it does apply to like your romantic life and your, you know, your love life in general, and people who you feel that, you know, can love you for all of you, right? But I also feel like there's something really special coming in here, and it's like, ooh, it's funny. Spirit's like not really letting me like read fully into it. They're only giving me like little tidbits of the energy, but there's something really special that's coming in here. As I feel like once we're past this hibernation, once we're past this regeneration for you, we also had stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Positive thinking is great, but I feel strongest faith right here. And I feel like this is faith in yourself more than anything. Faith in yourself, and really like, it goes back to like being deserving, you know, like you deserve it all, and like keep faithful about everything that's all this like turmoil that's coming up here. You know, it could be reminding you of all the reasons that make you feel frustrated or conflicted. Could be about yourself, could be about certain people, or just circumstances even. And it's like, just have faith. Now, I want to know about your abilities. I want to know about your spiritual abilities, because this is some massive work coming in here. So obviously we should have have a massive ability from all of this. Ooh, okay, we have fire magic. Wow. Okay, I'm getting that one of your abilities. Holy crap. Okay, massive transformation. Massive. Oh my gosh, Phoenix vibes are coming in here. Holy crap, like, wow, I'm getting chills. Like, you are able to just transform so many different things. I want to say alchemist energies coming in here. Like, you are able to transform through certain energies and also take situations and transform your entire perspective around it, and you're able to create these shifts. You're able to shift one thing from one thing to another. You know, like you like, oh my gosh, I'm trying to think, like, you're so good at that because fire transforms. Fire transforms, and that's part of your magic. Not just for yourself. I feel for other people too. But I'm also getting they're also reminding me of the message. It's like, you know, if you want to help transform others, you also have to go through your own transformations. Oh my god, I was literally shuffling and this was the bottom of the deck. Wow. That's so funny. Oh man. Yeah, work for my pile number 4s, but you got this. You got this. I really hope that resonated for you. I hope that gave you some kind of information and enlightenment. And I will see you on the next one. Alright, if you chose pile number 5, this one is for you. Let's get started and see what we have going on here. Oh, I love when we start with the Gaia card. 8 of Spirals, 2 of Mirrors. Don't worry about reading the writing. We'll get into it. Passion. Let's do this. That's better. Okay. Wow. Okay, so the energy I'm getting here, big healers. Big spiritual healers. Big, oh my, okay, so I'm starting off with this Gaia card right here. Super healing growth vibes. Like, she's, first of all, it's Gaia. Second of all, there's like a little lotus down, there's like a blossom, there's a dove. I feel you have the ability to bring peace to people's lives. I really feel that. Okay, well, we're going in here. I guess that card called next. Bring peace to people's lives, and I also feel like there's a lot of healing energy around you. Like, you are just this very, I want to say you're very like emotionally compassionate, and you are able to have not only this grounding energy, but also this emotional energy. I feel like, I can't remember what other pile we had this in, maybe pile 3. It's balanced. I feel like because of this vibe that you have, you draw people to you. You know, it's this very like magnetic healing energy where, you know, people who need help will be drawn to you. I also feel that you're very wise, and I think it's really interesting. Like, your wisdom comes from, your wisdom is very like accumulated. Like, I want to say here, like, not just from experience, but also like from what you've learned kind of like all along the way. Like, your wisdom is very accumulated, and it, I want to say it's gonna like keep accumulating. This book is just really calling to me. It's like your book of healing. Like, you are a book of healing. Okay, so let's get into the rest of the cards. I'm feeling drawn to these right here. 10 of Mirrors and 9 of Mirrors. So, wow, you really have this lightness about you. You know what? You are so good at really tuning into the things that either need to be cleared, or you're just very good at tuning into emotions. You're very good at tuning into emotions, and you're very good at bringing this like lightness to them, I want to say. And you are very light. I feel like you have a lot of light, and you are so incredibly self-aware and so reflective. Look at all of these mirrors, all of them. And at the same time, you're able to bring this, it's like I said with the lightness, you're able to bring joy through emotional energy, which can be really heavy a lot of the time, right? You know, like not all of the emotions are fun and lighthearted, right? We have the human experience, so we're going to experience heavy emotions too. You know, sadness, grief, rage, loss, all of that. But you have this like, I want to say sunny disposition of also bringing this lighthearted energy to it, and people find that so healing. You know, it's like this butterfly and this sunflower and apples, and you show people like the good in life too, even to those who might be going through the thick of it. So yeah, where something like just zoomed by my ear, so weird. Don't know what that was, but I'm taking that as confirmation. So where are we getting into next? Right over here. 8 of Spirals. I actually want one more card for that. What is any details for 8 of Spirals? I feel like there is a little bit of resistant energy coming in here. Just a little bit. Just a little bit for my lighthearted healers in group 5. Okay, one more time. Wow, even the cards are resistant. Oh, there it is. Okay. Cleansing body and spirit. Wow, every single pile has had something like this. Guys, what are you going through? Okay, cleansing body and spirit. So I think there's a little bit of resistance here. There's a little bit of like cleansing body and spirit, and it's like, you know, you have such healing energy, right? Like what we said earlier. I almost feel like you love being in this lighthearted energy so much. You know, it brings you so much joy and happiness, and you feel so fulfilled in being able to shine bright for other people and show up for other people, right? And it's like, don't forget about your own work. Don't forget about your own, you know, having to take care of yourself energetically, spiritually, even physically. You know, sometimes you got to take off the uniform and give yourself a little break here and go through your own self-care. Go through your own spiritual self-care. It's like, I really want to say sometimes you got to give yourself a break. And part of it actually is also not just giving yourself a break from healing others, but also giving yourself a break from all the cleansing that you do too. So you know what? Oh man, I feel this energy coming in of, you have this idea that when you aren't healing others, you have to be healing yourself. Like during the breaks or pauses, you have to still be doing something, you know? And so I feel this energy for some in this group where during these pauses and breaks that naturally come in, you know, through your experience, you think that that's time, like, oh, okay, I guess I got to start doing shadow work. Like, I guess it's shadow work time. But that's not necessarily true. Sometimes it straight up is just a break. Like, it is just a break. It's not always going to be a break for you to do some kind of work unless you feel called to do this work. But sometimes it's just a break, and I feel like that's part of this resistance. Is you're resistant to taking a break, and you're like, no, I gotta outrun this, like these comets. I gotta outrun so that I don't have to like stop, so I can just keep going. And be like these cats right here, just chill, take a break, you know, take a bath, do your salt soaks, your foot soaks, whatever it is you do to give yourself a nice relaxing time out. Do that. Okay. I want to get into passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. This is your passion. I get it. I get it. You could do it all day. You could do it 24/7. It's what inspires you and motivates you and keeps you going, right? And I recently got this message for myself, but I feel like it's also necessary in this group, is that you have your whole life to do this. You have your whole life, so like no need for this rush. You don't have to like keep rushing all the time. You don't have to make up for lost time either. Part of it's going with the flow, you know, like you're in tune with the flow. So don't like kid yourself by thinking like I have to always do. Right? Sometimes it's just relax. Just relax. Whew. Yeah, lots of gifts and abilities for this group. And and you know it, and you're good at it, and give yourself that well-deserved break. All right, that is it for my group number 5. I hope you enjoyed the reading and it gave you something you needed to hear. Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one. Hey, last but not least, if you chose group number 6, this one is for you. Let's see what we have here. We have the Muse, and the Hunter, Knight of Stones. This could be the one. Engagement, and tears of joy and sadness. Okay. All right. Let's get into this. So, what I'm feeling here for you, I really feel like, starting with this card, the Muse, Queen of Spirals. Now, just looking at her card, there's this gentle energy of, I want to say, like, I'm hearing the phrase, it's okay. There's this gentle, soft, deer-like energy that's telling you, like, it's okay. And, oh, okay, I get it. Turn the Hunter. Look at the contrast between these. This like very soft, gentle, feminine energy, and then we have her and the Hunter, the Chariot, which is so about like power, drive, control, you know, always being on the offensive, I want to say. Either offensive or defensive, right? Versus being in this like soft, I want to say like receptive type energy where you're just okay with seeing things as they are. Okay, so with the images that I'm getting here, I want to say that there's this conflicted energy for some in this group where you feel you have to be in this Chariot-like vibe, where you feel like you have to be this sturdy, commanding presence of really always like kind of like showing up, like always being a leader. Like I have to always like keep myself under control. I have to always like keep my cool. Like, you're always trying to, like, there's this controlling energy here that's coming in here, right? And you're just like, if suddenly some kind of thought pops up in your head, you're just like, you know, smash it down. You're like, no, I can't be thinking about that right now. I have to focus on this other stuff I have coming in here, right? And, you know, that's being drawn right here. That's part of the struggle that I'm feeling here for you. Is that you're not allowing this receptive, like soft, I don't know if soft is the right word, but it's almost like there's this energy that needs to be seen. And you're not exactly letting it be seen because you're very like, right? You're too controlling about what's going on with it. I feel like this has a lot to do with your internal processes right now, whatever is coming up for you. Look, this is exactly what I'm seeing. This is whatever's in your subconscious right now, whatever work you're going through, whatever, you know, shadows. Here is where you are mostly focused on. This is the energy that you're mostly in. You're like, wham, you know, like I just want to cut her off and get rid of her so I don't have to deal with her. And this other side that you have in you, your intuitive side, in fact, is like, hey, honey, it's okay. I'll listen to you. I'll hear what you have to say. You know, you're in this safe space right here. You can share with me what you need to say, what needs to be heard, what needs to be known. You can think of this as like almost like your inner child, but this is not about inner child work. But just think about it. It's like, how do you want to treat yourself as if you were a child? Do you want to treat yourself with this like commanding presence and saying like, no, you can't have emotions and you can't feel things because we always got to have it together? Or do you want to treat yourself with this like mothering, nurturing energy that says, hey, it's okay. Like, I'll help you process this energy. I'll help you process this emotion. Like, you can talk to me. That's what I'm getting here. Okay. I know we're trying to get into spiritual abilities and gifts, but I'm giving the messages that need to come out first. So, where am I being led to? Look at this. I want to look at this card. Tears of joy and sadness. Yeah, you know, it's like... I had to switch my battery out again. Tears of joy and sadness. Look, she's like able to look into the mirror. And, oh my gosh, it's that vibe that I'm getting. So, if you look at her face, here she's kind of like not happy about having to look into the mirror. But her reflection in the mirror is smiling back at her like, thank you for seeing me. You know, like, thank you for witnessing me. Thank you for seeing me. It's kind of like, don't walk away from yourself, you know? Oh my gosh, like, it's just such a peculiar vibe, but it's like really like be able to see yourself, like, don't walk away from yourself. Now, let's get into, what are your gifts? What are your gifts and abilities? Before I get into the other couple of cards. Whoops. Very windy out here. Okay. Oh my gosh. Prayers and wishes. Okay. I really like this. I really like this. Okay. You are very capable of, you know how to make your wishes come true. You know how to do it. You know, like, it's not just about praying here. I feel like the energy that I'm picking up with this card is, you know what to do in order to make your wishes come true. Because, you know, it's like, she went to this well and she brought her coin with her and she dropped it into the well. So that's like the work, right? She had to go all the way out through these woods and with her coin and drop it into this well. She had to find the well, right? So I feel it's like you're able and you're capable of bringing in your dreams, bringing in your manifestations, your wishes, because you know the work that you need to do. This is that example of, if you want to bring in whatever it is that you are really wanting right now, you need to be able to face this that is really, really calling to be seen, right? Because it's heavy, it's a weight, it's a lot of emotional baggage. And when you want to bring in wishes and you want things to get better, you also have to kind of like do an exchange almost. It's kind of like you have to pay for it. And not in like a punishment way, but it's like, you know, you want this wish, you know, it's like, what can you do to really show that you want it? What can you do to show, like, I want to be better and I want this to come in. Yeah. It's like bringing in the light. Now, that actually plays in perfectly to these 2 cards. It says right here, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment, which is exactly, it's like, what can you do to show it, right? It's like, what kind of commitment can you show to your own growth or your own cleansing? Engagement, it's like, show that commitment that you want this wish, that you want this manifestation, whatever you are wanting here. This could be the one. Let's see. This could be the one. More than anything, I'm picking up these little cherubs here. And I feel like that's actually divine energy on your side. I really feel like there's divine energy on your side with this. You know, it's like you show this, that you want this, right? And you start putting in the work for it. You know, whether that's emotional cleansing, releasing rituals, daily affirmations, or actual like physical work, like building towards your dreams. You know, if you make it apply however it is applying for you, right? Because we have a lot of people who are going to watch this group. So show that commitment to it, that you're serious about it. You know, you don't have to be super controlling about it, but be more of that like soft energy about it. Like, okay, like I'm okay with letting myself go through this, and I'm committed to it. Like, I will show up for this emotional side of me that is really needing to be seen and come out right now. And your guides and spirit and the universe, you know, whatever you want to believe in, they're going to see that. They're going to see that, and they're going to be like, okay, this is sending a message. This is sending a message that, you know, she's becoming ready for this light to come, for this wish to come in, for the sun to come out, right? Wow. Okay, anything else we need to know for this group? Yeah, we have like really big picture gifts and abilities coming through here. As much as we all want the specifics, right? Like, this is a general reading. So if you want more details, you are always welcome to dive into it deeper with me on a one-on-one. But it's important that you know. You know, when you wish for something, it's going to happen. Okay. Reconciliation. What the heck, you guys? You trying to call somebody in? Okay. Reconciliation. Okay. Wow. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Now, you could read this if it applies to your situation and someone else is coming back. Then here's your validation. You are on the right path by going through this. However, I also feel this very significant energy that I need you to know about returning to wholeness. Reconciliation is about 2 things coming back together, right? Part of it is this, right now I feel like you're very like probably either this, you're more in here though, you're more in this like commanding, controlling energy, but it's like reconciliation is becoming balanced with the way that you process yourself and the way like that you are able to bring yourself back together. I feel like there's almost like this past version of you that's going to, oh man, I don't know whose specific situation I'm like tapping into here, but it's like reconciling with your past is a big part of it. Reconciling with the past version of you. That's really needing to be seen. Like, please look at me. Like, I'm still here. And it's like reconciling with that. And it could totally be someone else coming back in. Because a lot of this is it is pointing to, you know, there's some work here in terms of relationships with other people. For some of you, not for all of you, but for some. Okay, well, this was your main message, though. Whatever you wish for is going to come true. Just you have to show something for it, you know. Okay, that's it for my group number 6. I hope some of that resonated for you. Other than that, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. And I will definitely see you in the next one. Bye.